But the potato chip scene of the Death Note nigga, like, I'm gonna get this potato chip
I can have
and eat it.
Eat it.
Yo,
Bro, Death Note was fucking comedy. That was a fucking. I think
it
so.
was a crazy.
Is Death Note
What?
seinen? Is that a seinen anime or a shonen anime? What is that considered? Seinen. So
Seinen.
what is the difference between seinen and shonen?
If I'm not mistaken, Shonen is like the more like hero-y esque type thing, and it has like it's like a like don't quote me on this. I used to know this shit verbatim when I was like a die-hard fucking Shonen guy, but like basically it's the type of stories. It's the type of stories. Seinen is more a little dark and like like spiritual or whatever, and I think also has to do with the brand, like the company that it comes from, if I'm not mistaken.
Real quick, can you hear a lawnmower in the background? Cause my gardener's here. I'm gonna go close my window right quick. All right.
Yeah, go ahead. I couldn't hear one. I couldn't hear. Oh, okay.
This is actually the first time I've seen my gardener because I usually have all my windows closed, but I wanted to get the natural light in, so the camera quality would be a little bit better, even though it's not as good as it was when it was on my phone. But
Yeah, bro,
I
you
was
look. I mean, you look funny as hell. Like you look super dark.
I was irresponsible. I was irresponsible today, and I should have charged my laptop. It's something that I did previously, was charge my laptop, and then this time I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna charge my laptop. I'm
He just
gonna
took that no headline attitude to
yeah.
his regular life and just said, "Fuck it, bro." Like,
When
this is how we do
I
things.
dead ass messaged you when we were supposed to start and be like, hey bro, I'm gonna take a nap real quick, and then I'll fucking hit you. And then and then I didn't take a nap. I was like, oh man, I'm being so irresponsible right now. And then it
yeah.
kind of it bit me in the ass, and it bit our audience in the ass for not being able to see my face fully. I like this background that you got though.
Oh yeah, the little penguin,
Yeah,
the elevated incorporated with chili.
yeah. You
That's
want to let the people know where they can get that?
Go to elevatedincorporated.com. You can grab this. This is a sticker that I have.
You gonna
And
be putting on a
then
t-shirt soon or anything or?
yeah, I mean, and then I have like other designs for shirts. Like I'm gonna start doing stickers and shirts because I like stickers. Because you haven't seen it yet, but yes, you did. The Shikamaru on my phone,
I think
the
so.
Naruto sticker, the Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a Shikamaru on my phone, and I
The one
I
that
don't
be
know. I've
looking
always
up at
liked
the
stickers, and
clouds?
I know that's like
That's Shikamaru, right?
yeah.
Likes looking at the clouds.
And he be doing this shit. He just wants to have an average wife and an average life.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
That character kind of reminds me of you though.
yeah,
Like
because he just be
yeah,
sitting there chilling.
chilling,
But he's
bro.
a tactician. That's
Tactician,
why I
bro.
fucks with him.
You just be
So I
chilling.
always be thinking about everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, yeah. That's one of my little designs I got. It's from elevatedincorporated.com. I got shirts on there and then stickers and shit. And then, there'll probably be some no headline shit on there soon too. I just want to
Soon.
fuck with some more stuff
Yeah, you
to
more an
start making it
artist
work.
of all of us.
Artistically inclined.
You mad artistically inclined.
I'm artistically inclined.
You're also autistically inclined, but we're not gonna go there.
Shut your punk ass up. That big ass forehead, nigga.
Just throwing out shit, bro. My hairline's pushing back. It's not a. It's not
That's
like
what
a.
happens when you That's what happens when you become a dad.
You know what happens is I talked a lot of shit about bald people, and my hairline started pushing back a little bit. Actually, it's not pushing back a little bit. Not even a lot.
Your
Like
shit
I mean,
moonwalking.
nah,
Your shit moonwalking, nigga. Your shit for
nah,
the.
nah. But the cool thing is that I can just bring my hair down, and then it's cooling. Like obviously, this isn't my hairline. You know what I mean? Like I gotta
Yeah,
fucking
but
push it
it
over.
shows half that big ass fucking forehead you got.
I've never actually. Oh, I got two gardeners. I've never actually. I've never got my hairline, like lined
All
up.
lined up.
Yeah, I don't do that. Like I'll
You're
do the
Asian,
sides.
man.
Yeah, I'll do the sides and shit. Bro, there's mad Asians that do that shit. Hella Asians, hella
I
Mexicans.
know.
It's
They
not an
do that.
only black
They be
thing.
telling
Like,
you. They try to get the. I don't do that shit. I don't do that too much because it helps pushes it back. So I just let my shit go. Only
yeah,
time I do it is on the sides, especially when I cut the sides of my hair down.
yeah. There was a thing. There was a thing that like some of the Mexican kids used to do in high school where they would like They would like have spiky hair on top, and then they would like leave hair in the front and then line it up like about an inch back.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
It
It's like
was it was like the
like the
style
mud
though.
flap shit thing.
Yeah, it was like this.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that my mom didn't let me do half the styles that I wanted to do when I was in middle school. Cause
Yeah,
even
I
like
good.
cause I wore like somewhat baggy clothes in middle school, and even then I'm like I wanted to go baggier. Like I wanted to wear fucking adult extra large when I was 12. And my mom was like, "What the fuck is your problem?" Like, yo, no, you're not doing that. And I was still wearing bigger clothes because I look back on it, and I'm like, damn, I was dressing hella baggy. And I remembered I wanted to go baggier than that. Like I wanted to
That nigga
fucking
wanted to drown in the clothes and shit.
dead ass, bro.
No,
But
I think my only thing was like I was like that with hoodies. I like to wear big hoodies. Um,
I still love
I
hoodies.
never yeah I still do too, but I wasn't really big into baggy pants. I don't know. It just never was my thing. But like shorts, I used to do the long shorts and the long tees. Um, but I was always into the hoodies. But then I'm glad that my mom like she made me be like the white black kid. You know what I'm saying in school sometimes. Like you got to be more presentable than that. And so like there's some points where I'll do that, but my apparel now is just nigga. I like to be comfortable, so I like to wear sweatpants and fight apparel or like just stuff I could be active in. Like if I had to take off in a sprint,
Yeah.
that's like my shit's more
If
for
I don't have to
proficiency
get
like that,
dressed up, I won't. Like if I can go to like the
bro.
bar or the club in sweatpants, I will. And I have
Oh yeah, I would most
to.
definitely, most
Not,
definitely, I would definitely
I
do
mean,
that.
that's not flying in Vegas, but in other countries and stuff, you're totally allowed to go to a bar in sweatpants and a t-shirt. We
I
both
don't
gotta be
understand. I don't
fly.
understand this whole thing about us trying to look fly or shit at the club and all that stuff anymore. Be like super fly like that because it's not like what it used to be. Now it's all about like the social media thing because nobody dances for real no more. Nobody fucking talks. 'Cause I remember when I was
Nah,
21.
people be
And,
dancing. It be dudes in a circle and they just dancing. And like I'm one of those people. Like I'll dance with all my homeboys. Like
no,
you
no,
know,
I
not
do
in a
that. Too.
gay
We've
way,
done
but
that
like
too. No, we've done. I'm talking about
it's,
we've done that. We've done that. But I'm saying
exactly.
nowadays it's a lot of wallflower. It's like just think about it, because the only times this shit would get jumping is because we would go in the middle and we get that shit turned up every single time because the shit would be dead.
I mean, it kind of used to it like I don't know. Like I wasn't going to the club back in early 2000s, so I can't really speak on it. But from what I
Well, I can't.
hear,
So that's what I'm saying.
that's how it used
No,
to be.
because back in the day, we used to like when I was 21. Look at me, I'm talking like I'm old and shit,
You're only
but
like 3 years older than
um,
me. You know that?
I mean, but it's drastically changed. Like the club scene was different because like when I was 21, we were more social. You know, like
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many friends or how many chicks that I've known that like you. Oh, you want to get a shot? Oh, we get a shot, and we all just get fucked up, and we become good friends after that. And then like now it's more like secluded, and everybody's kind of like, and then they're like taking pictures and shit, and they're on the wall and stuff. But back when I was like 21 or like 18, when I was sneaking in the clubs and shit,
Yeah.
uh, it was more dancing and shit like that. Like we was dancing on and more interactive. And then now everybody's kind of we're like, you do it a little bit, but you gotta look fly as fuck. Cause I remember I used to pull, my thing. I used to pull a little honey buns with some hoodies and just some dance moves. Like now I gotta do a little bit more effort to look good, and then I hit with the dance moves because that knee slide I got is potent, boy. That knee slide, and then
It's
you with the little spin, it's a done deal. That spin is
it's
once
so
we hit that,
much.
it's a done deal.
Yeah. I mean,
That
yeah,
shit
like
works.
yeah. I don't really give a fuck about going to bars or clubs no more. I got wifey at home. I'm
I don't
settling
either.
down. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, it's
and that's
played
why
out to me,
I don't care
dude.
about just being bummy. Like I I'm down to just fucking rock my sweatpants and a t-shirt. Like who do I have to look fly for? I'm wearing this necklace, you know, because it's my Buddhist necklace, and I just got it today. It came in the mail with
Yeah.
along with a bunch of other like loud seasonings and stuff that I asked for. You know, shout out to the wifey and my family for putting that care package
Mm.
together for me. Um,
I'm sending you a Care Bear hug virtually.
but thank you. Give me hugs. All my peoples
the
out there, give
hand,
me hugs.
the,
Give me
the
hugs.
hands. Oh shit,
Um,
that's funny.
yeah, man. So you want to get into this?
I'm just over that.
I set our timer. So we're not
Yeah.
gonna go over. Well, I set us. I don't even know how long we've been going for right now, but I'm gonna set our timer for. I'm not gonna let you know the timer. We're just gonna. I'm gonna set the timer, and then when it goes off, we'll go off because
That'll be it.
I have been told by. I act like we have a bunch of like a huge audience. We don't. We got like 5 listeners. But
It's all right. It don't
yeah,
matter,
you know, shout
motherfucker.
out to the 5 listeners that are listening. Uh, you know, wifey told me that, you know, we're going a little bit too long, so let's keep it short for a little while. And you know, by the way, guys, we're gonna be putting these out Monday through Friday, so tune in. I'm not gonna, you know, promise you guys a time because I have no idea what time we're gonna do this or what
It
time
just
it'll
come
be
up.
uploaded. It'll
Just
just pop
just
up on your
watch and
timeline.
it'll come up.
Yeah,
Just
it'll just
watch
pop
and
up on
it'll
your
come up.
timeline.
Don't ask no fucking questions. When you see no headline, you watch it or you listen to it.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
And
it.
that's the bottom line
And
because
that's
we
the
said
bottom
so.
line. Mhm. That's
Of
Stone
no
Cold, right?
headline.
Is that Stone Cold or
Yeah,
is that
Stone
The
Cold.
Rock?
Yeah, that's
That's
Stone
Stone
Cold.
Cold, right?
No, that's Stone Cold. And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. And then The Rock's was if you smell with The Rock, it's cooking. Or and then his other one was it doesn't matter what your name is. Like that nigga,
Oh, that
he
was
used to say
my shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then he would do the candy ass. He was like, and I'll whoop your candy ass. Like that was The Rock. That was The Rock. And Stone Cold used to do the Mad Dog thing when he would flip you off and dump on your face, like, that shit. And he
Bro,
throw
I
the
miss
beers,
old
Austin
WWF,
316.
WWE, like old WWF, old WWE, and
That
like
shit used to be exciting. I used to
used to
remember
be
like
super fire. But I even look at the shit like I look at the shit now like that they're like playing on wrestling because I mean I'll still watch WrestleMania if it's on and I'll still watch. I'll watch it if it's
yeah,
on. Like when I was on Mission and shit, you know, like maybe SmackDown will come on during breakfast, and we'd be
or
sitting
Raw.
there watching SmackDown or Raw during breakfast. Like it's entertaining, but it's not what it used to be.
Oh
And
no, the storylines used to be way better back in the day.
it would
The
yeah, and it would go out.
stars were a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah, they would like stretch a story for a while, like when Kane and the Undertaker. That
Yeah.
was yeah. I watch those YouTube videos sometimes. Like I
I
fuck.
just remember it. That was nostalgia.
Hell yeah. All right, let's get
I
into
mean,
this.
see, we're talking.
Let's get into this topic. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm with it.
Yeah. I mean, we already been recording, but hey, welcome to the No Headline Podcast, guys. Here to bring you
No
guys
headline.
the journey of questions and the journey to success and the journey of our success, and journey on controversial topics and
Just a journey. We're just taking
journey.
y'all on a journey
Yeah, come
because
hop
we
on that
don't know
journey
where it
with
goes.
us. We ain't gonna know where it goes, but today we're gonna be talking about Agenda 21. I looked into
Agenda
it a little bit,
21.
and I know Will, you were looking into it as well. You're the one that brought it up yesterday.
Yeah.
So what did you find going over it?
Well, all right. In like normal people terms, it's basically like
It's super hard
renewable
to understand.
resources. Yeah. So like
Yeah.
to put it in layman's terms, it's basically like almost like a utopia type deal that they're trying to push, like where everybody
Like
will be
world peace, pretty
economically.
much, right? Like
Yeah, pretty much. Like
they're trying to put up world
trying to make
peace.
it to where everybody be under one umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody would be one, and we're like nobody's higher than the other, and we'll work on our resources. And it's just like shit like that. Like it's not like it's a
You know, like economic growth. I know
what?
that was a big part of it.
Yeah, hold on, do my podcast right now. All right. All right.
You need me to pause this or?
No, no, you're good.
All right, for sure. Uh, yeah. So you know, what I found was that it's it originally started I think in 2000 yeah
2012.
2005 no,
Oh, five.
2012. I think it started a long time ago, and
Yeah, but I know they did something.
their original goal was for 2021, and they
Yeah,
found that it wasn't a realistic timeline for a goal. So that what they did find now they're trying to achieve it by 2030. So
yep.
um, you know, I mean, and there's a bunch of conspiracy theories with it. We'll get into that. Um, I say conspiracy theories because they're not confirmed, you know, and like, you know, even this, like, it's not a confirmed, you know, thing that they're going to be able to do. It's just a goal that, you know, the UN's reaching for, and It's
The
sustainable
new
develop.
world
Yeah,
order.
and that's what I told people about this whole the coronavirus is probably all the whole governments
But
coming together off of one disease.
because
But
yeah,
yeah,
think about it. Yeah, because the whole world is coming together on one thing. Everybody and literally everybody's doing the same thing. Where they're all going inside. They're being you're
exactly.
being pretty much followed by everybody's going the same archetype and seeing how it goes, regardless of nationality or beliefs or anything like that. Like everybody is literally following the same protocol and seeing how each country is doing it. And then like, all right, we're gonna do this all in one swoop. And then you notice like everybody's like, oh, this is a good time for the planet to heal and do all this other stuff. But
That's exactly what this is for. This is it's a sustainable environment. It's has to do with environmental. So they're trying to get the environment back to what it needs to be. So the best way to do that, what? Tell everybody there's a disease going on, and there is a disease. Like obviously people are dying. Rest in peace to those people. But um, it's it's kind of it's
it's
something
more thing for
crazy.
control. Like this for me, like the more I think about this shit, like if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is, bro.
Yeah,
Because there's a backhanded motive for all this shit. Like there's a backhanded motive for anything and everything, especially with the government and in the way that they explain the government or people explain these so-called like I don't know these agendas or whatever how the way they explain it they double word it like so like I gave the example yesterday about the Sopranos guys saying that like okay he was a contract killer but he said he was a waste management consultant, you know what I'm saying? So or then they use another stuff like if you look at the politicians how they avoid questions is they throw a whole bunch of big ass words to where everybody like man what the fuck does that even mean? Because like if you look at Agenda 21 and you look at
yeah, they're
how
not.
they're wording certain things they're not really hitting a specific point, it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo and then they're hiding certain things like or if you look at
Bro, it
when
does, bro. When they talk about it, like it doesn't make any sense. Like I was watching the TED Talk on it, and like a lot of people tune into TED
yeah
Talks, and I'm
I
like
watch TED
listening
Talks
to
all the
it.
time.
I listened to it like 5 times, and I still didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So
Yeah,
that's
because it's the
that's
wording.
but that's why I don't like YouTube. Like I mean, I love YouTube, but like that's why I don't like watching videos on things. I'd rather dig in and go to an article. And I mean, this is on Wikipedia, and Wikipedia like changes shit up around, but
I mean, yeah,
it
but still,
it's
even
kind
if
of
you're looking
putting
at
it
it on the
is
document.
yeah, it's putting this into layman's terms so that like somebody like me
Yeah.
can fucking read it and understand it. So I'm gonna read this out to you guys so you guys can get a get a hang of what we're talking about. It's Agenda 21. It's Sustainable Development Goals, a collection of 17 global goals designed to be a blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. The SDGs set in 2015 by the United Nations General Assembly are intended to be achieved by the year 2030, are part of UN Resolution 70/1 to 2030. If you just read that, you have no idea what the fuck they mean.
Hmm.
What the fuck is that? So they
Yeah.
break it down. They break it down right here. The Sustainable Development Goals are no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, reducing inequality, not destroying inequality, but just reducing it. So the 1% is still gonna be up there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's just me thinking. I'm gonna continue. Sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institutions, partnership for the goals. So,
All right.
let me just finish this off. Just real quick. One more paragraph.
Yeah.
The goals are broad-based and interdependent. 17 sustainable development goals. Each has a list of targets which are measured with indicators in an effort to make the SDGs successful. Data on the 17 goals has been made available in an easily understood form. A variety of tools exist to track and visualize progress toward the goal. I honestly can't find anything that's like easily understood. You got to like really dig. And I wish that they would just have something that is just a
That's
full
not
sheet
going to
layout.
happen.
It's just a full sheet
It's not
layout.
going to
All right, this is
happen.
what's gonna happen. And like you sent me that YouTube video. We'll link it in the description for our YouTube
Hmm.
channel. I think we should start doing that. Is just linking linking all
Yeah.
the information that we get. That way we can we can let you guys go check
Formulate
it
your own
out too.
fucking
Yeah.
opinions.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this on Spotify or Google Podcasts or Anchor or whatever, go over to our YouTube channel and it'll be in that description. Or I'll try to
But
figure out
anyway,
how to put
hold
it
on.
on Spotify. So yeah, you can go ahead.
All right, so the shit that they're talking about, the sustainable energy and all this other shit, is that not what the government everybody in the government has been saying this shit for years, that they're trying to do this, that they've been trying to do this um for a long period of time. Like, they're like, okay, we're gonna make affordable healthcare for everybody, we're gonna do this for everybody.
Yeah.
That's some of the main topics that go on in politics. But now you're having a thing where they're like, we're gonna make sure everybody's equal and everything's gonna be free and sustainable energy for everybody, all this other shit. That's what politics was. America was supposed to be founded upon. This shit, supposed to be liberated to be doing all this stuff in the first place. But now you want to do it now by 2030, like that, and you're trying to push this agenda to where everybody's fucking made equal or some shit. Like,
Something
that's even in the Constitution.
something that I did see in the that kind of perked up my ears during the TED Talk. Your video just went out. Something that I just learned or I heard in the TED Talk was that the top 1%. I don't know if it's just the top 1% or like people with enough money are going to be able to invest in these communities, and they're going to be expecting a return on investment. So that means these rich people are going to be coming into the communities or whatever, and they're just going to be fucking. I mean, in my mind, in my theory, they're going to be coming in these communities and shit, and they gonna be the law. You know what I mean? Like, they gonna hire whoever the fuck to make sure everything is running right. You know what I'm saying?
All right, but all right, you seen that movie?
And
What's
they're
that?
backed by the
Sergeant
UN. That's way bigger than the US. So don't think about this in the
United
US
Nations.
terms. Yeah.
It's
Don't.
United Nations. That's
Yeah, the United
well,
Nations.
that's the
So
new
like,
world
don't.
order, bro. That's the new world order. That's everything that we like.
Well,
That's just the whole fucking
the
thing.
un-Nazi the world. So that's yeah, it was
But
in idiocracy, bro. So
or then what's the other one?
yeah.
Like, what's that movie? Sorry to keep you waiting. Where the black dude is like the concierge on the phone or some shit, and he's like, um, he has to use the white guy voice or whatever. It was a black dude, you know what I'm talking about? And then the two
Nah.
black dudes are talking to each other. Well, basically, there's a part in the movie where there's like, it's
You talking about where he
it's like,
answers phones and he like talks like a white dude?
yeah,
It's sorry to bother you or some shit like
yeah,
that.
sorry to bother you, yeah, sorry to bother you, or some shit like that.
It's with that one dude from
The,
Atlanta, right?
yeah,
Okay, yeah. I haven't
but
seen it.
the premise of the movie is like they have these scenes where these like these people are in these groups where it's like, um, they live in these little communities or whatever. They provide you with this food and all this other shit, and it's like, you just watch the movie, but this is exactly what they're talking about in the movie. And then people try to like rebel against it or whatever. Like, I personally feel like this shit is it's a hoax just for them to take over rural areas and basically to make us be more confined so that they can watch us even more. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact that you're trying to make everybody equal, which was already supposed to be done in the first place once when you did the Emancipation Proclamation, or when you
That shit
do
ain't
all
equal.
these fucking things. No, I'm just saying, with anything under there, because in the Constitution it says that, like, uh, one nation under God would what is, I can't remember that shit. That's the Pledge of Allegiance, or even the Pledge of Allegiance, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, whatever. And or the Constitution is, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Mm-hmm.
Like that part.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to do this shit now with this Agenda 21 shit, talking about we're all gonna be equal and have all this other shit. Like, I just personally think that this shit is a hoax for whatever the next wave is going to be coming. The next wave of bullshit that's supposed to be coming.
Why did this all start in Brazil though? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because it like
I don't know about that.
yeah,
I still trying to look
it
into
said
that
that,
shit, because like the more you look into it, you don't really get all the right
you
information
don't
on
get
it, because
any
it
information, bro. Like,
stops.
it's
It
just
stops.
it's like there's no information on it. Like, I keep it's just like this whole like what's the next bill that's getting passed, bro. I can't find fucking information on it, and it's like
Because
I
they're
don't think
slowly taking information out of shit, bro.
that
Like
stuff
same thing
shouldn't
in
be top
school.
secret, right? You know what I mean? Like, or it shouldn't be
No, it's
like
not top
secret or
secret.
anything. It should just be like,
Because under the public is
yeah.
there's
If
an
all
act, the
this stuff
Public
affects
Information
our
Act.
lives, then why can't we look at it? You know what I mean? It's not like I would understand why they would keep aliens secret. You know what I mean? Or like like
Because our
shit.
minds can't comprehend this
Yeah,
shit.
like that type of stuff. But yo, if it's affecting our lives, why can't I just find this stuff? Why can't I find
Because,
something that just explains it in the fucking most basic form at a third grade reading level, like most jobs have their instructions. Like,
bro, look at everything that you ever tried, you wanted to know. Anything that you wanted to know, you had to go look up. It's you have to go look this shit up, bro. Like,
yeah.
and it and anything that the government has ever told us and shit like that, it has never been a straightaway answer. Nothing, even in politics. Listen to the fucking bullshit they be doing during the presidential debate.
Bro, like,
It's a bunch of hoopla. Or
yeah,
they
a
look,
lot of this
just
shit
look
is.
at Trump. Look at this nigga Trump right now. What the nigga be talking? He don't say shit. Like
No,
nobody
it's just
says anything. Everything that's going on, there's nothing going. Even when they're talking about this pandemic shit, there's literally nothing really going on as far as it being like self-effectively being helped out. They're just throwing out a whole bunch of numbers, and then that's it.
and the
Like, but there's
numbers
no real
changed. Numbers
explanations of what's
changed
going all the time.
last time I looked
Numbers
at it
are
because
constantly changing, bro.
it was at like it was like at 2 million at one point. I had a Snapchat to prove it before I deleted my Snapchat, but and then
Everything is just fucking,
and then
bro.
the numbers like dropped hella far. It's like why would the confirmed cases numbers drop? Because those numbers were already confirmed. Unless like somebody did some research on the numbers, because I think I heard something about that too. I don't have full information on it. But
Bro, because we don't get full information on anything anymore, dog.
I mean, and
That's the
then
more and more that I look at it.
if you think about these these top people out here that are
The
um
elites.
yeah, the elites or whatever, if they're the ones that are controlling the media or controlling, everything, and like the one thing I do like about Trump is, bro, he be calling hella bullshit on the news. Like he just like the fact that he just says fake news all the time, that shit like is one funny as fuck. Two, it's true,
Yeah.
bro. It's true. Like some of the shit they be coming at Trump, with like maybe some of it's facts or whatever, but like a lot of this shit they just be making shit up.
I mean, but the nigga be doing the same shit too. Because he be quoting fake news and shit too. Like
I
he
guess
just be
so.
like, no, didn't happen. Didn't happen. No. Didn't happen. No. Didn't. But then it did happen, and the nigga will still be like, no. I mean, but if he was in the hood, he'd be a solid motherfucker though, because you'd be like, Donald, who did this shit? I didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. It's full of shit. Like that nigga, that nigga don't say shit.
Bro,
Like,
he don't say shit about nothing, bro. Like, I
but
mean,
then if you do catch him, like, what about the wall? I told you it was gonna be a big wall. Like, okay, but like niggas are cut through it. Whatever, they'll find ways. Like
yeah,
this
bro.
thing, bro.
Unless they put America in a bubble, like they did on The Simpsons, they're not gonna they're not gonna keep nobody out. And motherfuckers can still fly, people can still dig, people can still swim. So like the wall's a waste of money for those of y'all that want a fucking wall. And if you live in San Diego, you know there's a fucking big ass fence already on the border.
You can see it. Yeah, you can see
You
it.
can see the fucking big ass fence. And like if you've seen like some of these Vice documentaries, you know there's hella tunnels. And like they're not gonna find them all. Like it's not gonna happen because they're
It's just like the
designing.
mines and shit, man.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So I mean, it like people are gonna keep coming in. People are gonna keep going out. It's the way of the world. You can't fucking like. Why the fuck would you stop people? You know what I mean?
No, I know, but I don't know, man. Like people be talking about this whole like I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just be looking up shit. I don't even say I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm just saying I'm a nigga who just look up shit, and facts is facts. And the more and more I look at this shit, like it'll make you go crazy because you just be afraid of shit.
Well, I just can't find
Yeah.
facts. That's the big thing. It's like okay, if you're looking up for facts, right?
You'll find
Like
what you want to find. Put it like that.
yeah, you're gonna find what you want to find. But with this one, Bro, there's nothing. The news isn't covering it. Like, I don't know how the fuck. How did
Nigga,
you
that's
hear
what
about it,
you know how much shit that the news does not cover,
bro? Hell, like these fucking laws that keep getting passed, bro. You don't hear
bro.
about
The
it
news
till they
don't.
fucking
You
happen.
don't go to the news for information. Look, just okay. The TV shit, don't watch TV because it's a programming tool, and you've heard it before. Now you're back to your regular schedule programming.
Yeah, facts.
Don't look at that shit. You have to be self-aware to go find out information on your fucking own. But everybody else just doesn't want to do it, and then you're easily distracted because of the shit that you get on your fucking phone. Like I'm guilty of it because I'll be on my phone all the time. I don't even be looking at shit sometimes. I just be
Oh,
on the motherfucker.
you know what the
Like,
craziest? You know what the craziest part is though?
mm,
Is that even though the news outlets and other people spread misinformation, we also spread misinformation. Not, I mean, because I know I've probably been guilty of it. You've probably been guilty of it. We all spread misinformation together as a whole society. But that's how
because that's what we were founded upon. That's what we were founded upon was
that's how we're
bullshit.
programmed. We're all spreading misinformation at some point. It's fucking telephone. The game of telephone that you learned in kindergarten
Is what
is
life
the
is.
way of the fucking world, bro. There's hella misinformation out there.
That's why you got to do your own research and figure this shit out. But at the same time, understand that when you
The
go
Earth
looking for
is
some
round,
shit,
though. The Earth is round. I'm fucking standing tall on that. The Earth is round. It is not fucking.
bro,
It is.
I hate when people say that shit because
I
that's
don't
the
know why the
dumbest shit
fuck
ever.
people started saying. I mean, I guess it's been a fucking. It's like, I mean, there's been flat earthers for a long time, and it just kind of started
Like that's
resurfacing
what
again.
Galileo and all that shit.
Yeah, and like, yeah, some people just still didn't believe it. Like, I mean,
Nigga.
I've been on the fucking water, bro. Like, I've seen
And
the
you seen the
curvature.
curve, how it
I've
curves,
seen the curvature of the
bro.
Earth, bro.
Nigga,
Like,
even when you be skydiving and all this other shit, there's just so many evidence of this shit. And if everything was flat, where the fuck do all the animals show us the edge? Show what's at the edge. It's a big ass ice wall.
that shit
What's
was on.
nigga?
It was on fucking Wild Boys, man. It was on Wild Boys when they went up in the fucking sky, and you could see the curvature of the Earth. You know.
You can see it all the time, but then because it literally goes into a curve like this, it drops down. Even when you shoot, like, never mind. Because I'm that okay. Like
Yeah.
even when you shoot your gun or whatever,
Yeah.
and even if you're like a
Yeah, if you
sniper or
shoot it
whatever,
for
you have
for
to
for, for a long distance,
you get the
you gotta
windage
take it
knob. You
easy.
have to
Yeah.
go down how the curve. It was a bullet drop compensator or whatever. It curves, bro. Like
You gotta take into
motherfuckers are
account
dumb.
curvature of the Earth to get the perfect shot or whatever. I remember there was a
Yeah,
when I was at Point Loma that was he was talking about it, not about flat Earth and round Earth. He was just talking about
but the shooting, like
shooting
the curve,
at a certain distance or whatever. You got to take into account curvature of the Earth.
but then if that's the case, then if the Earth isn't fucking if the Earth is flat, then why the fuck does the sun rotate around like this? Like, you can literally see the fucking shadows turn. Like the
Hey,
shadows will change the shape like that. Like, how do you disprove that?
I don't
And
know.
then,
Yeah, I don't know how they disprove the. So I don't
then
know.
they're talking about the
I
moon
don't know.
landing.
I don't know about it. I mean, that could have been faked. We don't know about that.
I
But
think. Well, to be honest, I just want to know how come we haven't been back.
we have, haven't we? Yeah, we have. There's been like two or three people that like went after him. Like from what I heard, it was so it was Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, right? They were the first two people on the moon, and then it was
Mm.
other people. I'd have to look it up. I'd have to look it up. I'm not gonna say like for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that people have been to the moon since then. And from what I've been told, um, from people that don't believe in the moon landing, they believe the first moon landing was fake. All the other moon landings after that were real. But the reason that the first moon landing was faked was because like to like beat China in a space race or Russia in a space like some fucking
Yeah,
big
Russia to
country.
beat Russia because Russia had the satellite up.
Yeah, it
Sputnik.
was to like beat them to fucking yeah beat them in a space race. And I think we've still already beat them or whatever. Like because I don't think they fucking sent anybody to the moon. But if we've let's see how many people been to the moon.
I don't know, man. I just feel like all this stuff is a bunch of bullshit. To be honest.
Oh, that was like the first. In total, 12 astronauts have walked on the moon. Uh, the other 10 who made it to the moon took part in 5 further NASA launches between 1969 and 1972. These missions were undertaken by Apollo 12, Apollo 14, Apollo 15, Apollo 16, and Apollo 17. So there's been 12 people that have been to the moon. I'm not gonna fucking.
Why though? Why just 12? Nigga, we made it once. Why aren't we working on frequent travel? And
I mean, what
then
the fuck is
I know
there
there's
on the
supposed to be.
moon? There ain't shit up there. Like, why? Like, why do you need to go? Like, I think they're doing it to fucking prove a point. They're not doing it to fucking to find anything.
No, I know they're trying to do like the travel, space travel and shit like that. I
Yeah,
know that's one thing. Like, because
I
we have
think
a
it's I
space
think it's
force.
to
Do you know the
practice to
space
go to
force
other
is going to be
planets.
real?
Yeah, the MCPON came to a meeting that we went to or whatever, and I don't know. Like he said, he said it's real, but it's I don't know. I guess that there's something out there. Like I don't think it has to do with aliens or whatever, but I think it has to do with like climate and like
And then the asteroids just trying to come
yeah,
fuck us up and shit.
yeah. It's for stuff that's like coming towards Earth, or maybe it is for fucking aliens. I don't fucking know. I've never been told shit about that, But I think it is. I think it's what's it called. I mean, I think there is stuff out there that could harm the Earth. You know what I mean? Whether it's climate or a fucking black hole that could swallow us up, or maybe we're already in a fucking black hole. Who knows? Maybe
You just
we're.
don't know anymore. Like, because I feel like everything that we've ever been taught is a bunch of bullshit.
This could all be a dream, bro. At the end of the day,
It's a simulation, dog.
we could. You know how they say schizophrenic people see the world in a different way. At the end of the
Yes.
day, how the fuck do you know you're not schizophrenic? You know what I'm saying? Like, because if I'm seeing the world in a different way, I'm having this conversation, and I think it's real. So do schizophrenic people. When they're having that conversation with their friend and shit like that, they think that shit's real. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
yeah.
but there's varying levels of schizophrenia. So, uh, like,
I've questioned
so
my
because
existence hella times. Yeah.
well, yeah, because that's one thing I've thought about. I've thought about that a lot. Like, um, hey, hold on, bro. I don't know what the fuck this is. Hold on, 1 second.
Oh, technical difficulties. Yeah, guys, what do you guys think out there? You guys think you guys are real? Because I don't know if I'm real. I might be real. I think I'm a real honorable person like that, but like, do you think your existence is real? Do you think your family's real? Do you think the person that's talking to you right now in your ear, do you think I'm real? It's that's a big underlying question out here. That's pegs many people, guys. You know, you got to get into your own mind sometimes and really think about things and just try to understand the world. Try to understand your existence. Try to understand yourself. I'm just fucking with y'all, but I don't know. It could be real. It could be not be real. But, all right, welcome back. Um,
My
pause
fault.
y'all there
Technical
for a second.
difficulties.
It's all good, man.
Yeah,
This is what
but
episode four.
4, yeah.
Episode four. We appreciate the listeners that are listening to us. Um, you know, people that are listening to us, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Um,
And tell all
what?
your friends about us.
Oh yeah. Don't be. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I thought about this. I thought about this yesterday after our little rage cast. Was that I think the reason people don't like they don't like to like shit, or they don't like to subscribe to something, or they don't like to share it with their friends is because they like the feeling of being a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like I think everybody has that feeling. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna like and share. Like I'm not gonna like and share your shit, or I will like and share your shit. It's like two different minds. It's like, okay, I'm gonna help promote you uh because I really fuck with your shit, or they're like, oh no, you know what? I'm gonna see what you do first, and then maybe I'll share your shit. You know what I mean? Like it's that
Yeah,
whole gatekeeper mentality, because they'll
yeah.
like, because if you do suck, they don't want to feel like, or like, maybe not that you don't suck, but if you don't get that if you don't get that recognition off that platform of you sharing somebody's shit, you're like, oh damn, like, I didn't uh I didn't help this dude at all or anything like that, or I don't know, shit like that. And people like hate clicking YouTube links on Facebook for some reason. They like just like people want things so easily accessible. That's why like when I was making sketches back in the day or whatever, um I would put all my videos straight to Facebook instead of putting them on YouTube.
Mm.
And I would upload to Facebook first so that everybody could see my video, and then I put it on YouTube as well. And like, some of the YouTube videos, they got, like not a lot of views, but like, like 3,000, 4,000, some of them. But I think it's like I said, yeah, I think people just like to be the gatekeeper of like nah, I'm not gonna support this person until other people are supporting them, because they don't want to they don't want to feel like a loot like an outcast, even though we're in a
Mm-hmm.
society that like that people do think that they like they think they want to be the outcast, or like they think that they're the black sheep of their family. It's like, nah, bro, you a follower like everybody else. Like there's a lot of people that are just fake fake and followers out there, bro. Like they act like they're
Mm.
somebody, but they're really not. Yeah. Like
Yeah,
I
I
even
was that guy at one point. I was that guy at one point in my life too. I used to do
we
that
all
shit because
we
I
all
wanted to
have
be.
been. We all have been. It's nothing to
Yeah, 'cause I
fucking.
wanted to be something so bad. I wanted to be something
Uh,
more than what I was so bad. And then when I realized that like
I think that's how I
I'm
was in
just
San
cool being
Diego.
how I am.
I think that's how I was in San Diego a
Yeah,
little bit. I was kind of following the crowd a little bit. And even when I
yeah,
was in Bahrain for the first little bit, I was being I'll admit it to myself that I was being a follower, and I kind of fell off my path of like trying to be like the different person or trying to be that individual that I am. Um, I think
yeah.
that's something we can all learn from, though, is just don't be a
I
fucking
think it's just. I
follower.
think to be honest, it was just really challenging to be comfortable in your own skin because you've been judged like your whole life on stuff, and especially like because one, I've been an athlete my whole life, so it's like I'm only as good as like my last performance, or I'm only as good as what somebody tells me. You know what I'm saying? So you have to
Yeah,
like
you need that
thrive off of that.
satisfaction. Yeah, you need that
Yeah, and
that or gratification.
because
Um,
I used to be I was pretty like I don't know, maybe it was because I was like popular and I was at like a high level of stuff before, and like I've always done stuff that was kind of out of the ordinary. So then I tried to be something I wasn't, and then I mean I just didn't recently. I recently just stopped being that way because like I knew who I was, but then everybody had a certain view of me. So then I lived like a double life, maybe even a
like
triple life. Because I was
you're living for others instead of for yourself.
yeah, but I was also trying to be something that I'm not. Like there's certain
Yeah,
things I was being that I'm really not. Like I'm like, well, that's not even my character. But
yeah,
people have seen me
yeah,
being like that, so I was like, fuck it. And this is how I'll just play the character. I'll play the game. But like the real me, I don't really get to show the real me a lot of the time. So I'll be like, you know,
like
I don't really show this side.
I've been that person that tries to act way harder than they really. I mean, like I could fight and shit like that. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, oh
Like,
nigga,
don't
we're
get me
off top.
wrong. Like,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I'll scrap with somebody, but why do I want to act so hard all the time for no fucking reason? I'm a goofy ass guy, bro. Like I even heard Tupac
yeah.
used to do that. I was watching Michael J. White, Michael J.
I think it's
White,
Jai.
Michael Jai White. I was watching his
Mm.
interview with Vlad TV, and he was saying that, yeah, like Tupac would be the goofy guy around him, because Michael J. White is such like is a different person, because he like has hood
He really
taste,
does this
but
shit.
he's a very smart person. Uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and Tupac felt like he could be himself around him, and then when another black person would come in, and he would try to be like, yo, what's cracking on me, like all that, and I mean, I think we're all a little bit like that, though, as humans. Like we kind of reach for
Well, I mean, because
acceptance. Like
humans are like a herd. They're a herd.
we
We're
all
a
have,
herd
yeah, we
species.
have herd
We're a
mentality.
herd
Like,
species.
yeah, like
Yeah,
I don't
most
know why
definitely.
people love to call people. I mean, people love to call people sheeple, but it's like, bro, like you a sheep too. Like we're
We
kind of
all are in our own
we
ways,
all
but
we
like, cause
yeah
we're
we
we're
all have
so
to be like it's. You know what I
I
mean?
think it's because everybody like it's so like everybody wants to be that person that stands out, makes a difference, do all this other
that
shit.
one in a
But then
million,
when it
that
comes with
alien.
But then when it actually comes to being that alien, and then they see how hard that shit really is, like the hard stuff that comes with it, like the isolation and all that. So like you want to be isolated, but you want to be seen.
Yeah, and
You want to be like what's that term? The independently dependent or some shit. Yeah, like
dependently
how
independent,
most women want to be or whatever. Yeah,
dependently independent. I don't know.
yeah, like that's how like women want to be. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
Yeah,
at some
like they want
point
their dude
in
to
time
fucking pay for everything, but at the same time, like,
they get their bag.
oh, don't tell me nothing. I'm fucking, you know what I mean? I'm independent, you know. Yeah,
Yeah, but like I mean,
feel,
there
I
comes a
feel you.
point where like
Oh, don't tell me to pay
there comes
half
a
on
point.
shit like that.
Yeah, that shit is
Yeah.
stupid. But like there comes a point where you have to take the mask off. You know what I'm saying? And like I've noticed it within myself, especially on my journey with me like fucking with psychedelics and stuff. Because like me, I got a lot of like mental, health like issues and stuff. Like I got some stuff that I deal with, and I I've lived certain masks for certain people to be certain things so that I could like take the attention off of that part of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want people knowing that side of me or knowing the shit that I deal with on my own, or like my own personal demons and shit that I have. I mean, you've seen some of it too. Like you've seen that I have some of my own struggles and shit. And so like there came a point where I had to really like battle with myself to be okay with who I am. And that's just recently. I've just recently started becoming more okay with who I am. Like I burned a lot of bridges and I fucked up a lot of things just because I was trying to be
Somebody else that you're not.
something that I'm not.
I've done
Yeah,
that
because
too.
I'm not a lot of stuff that like a lot of stuff that people try to make me out to be and shit like that. Like, I'm not like, that's why I just say
Yeah.
I don't really care anymore. I don't really care what anybody thinks of me anymore. I don't care what
Yeah.
because I was on the journey of finding myself, but I'm open enough and I'm man enough to accept myself as like the flaws of what I was, but then I'm also man enough to stand on my own 2 feet and just be like, all right, this is like I don't need your validation or your approval because I needed it for so long. Like because with me being a fighter, nigga, you had like every fighter. I don't give a fuck who you are. Every athlete or anybody wants to hear the coach like, oh man, you got the gift. You have that. I mean, you've been around me. You see me. Like when I went to the UFC, I got invited to the UFC thing. Like Institute, I was there. Like you've seen that stuff behind the scenes where I'm getting invites and calls to go there and shit. But like
train with
people are telling me that I'm good. People are telling me I'm the shit. I got skills, whatever. But then I don't go nowhere. Then like with certain coaches and stuff, they're like, "Oh, you got it," but then I was used to make other people better and shit. So then like, there's this duality thing that I've had. Where like, I'm good, but I'm just not good enough. You know what I'm saying? But I know now, like
Mickey Ward was like that too, right? Like Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey Ward he was a fucking stud, but his family got played.
Yeah, I mean, it had to do with his family, but it's also the promotions and shit that like you don't fit our goal of I think Isaiah Thomas too. Isaiah like he wasn't supposed to be the star. It was supposed to be Jordan. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you have a lot of athletes out there that like they don't get the recognition that they have because same thing with like like news media or like sports media or whatever. They want to it goes for
you have to fit
artists,
you have to have a
for
certain description,
creators,
a certain
whoever
look
wants
and shit.
to whoever they want to push, that's who they're gonna push.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good you are.
I was watching something about Montana 300, like, and we both love him as a rapper. I think he's about to drop his last album, or he already did drop his last album. I'm not sure. And he was saying he's the best rapper in Chicago, which, like, I like his music. He's one of my favorite rappers out of Chicago.
Easily one of the best rappers.
Lyrically, you know what I'm saying? Lyrically, as far as the art of rap, yeah, I'd say he's one of the best rappers of Chicago, if not the best. But the people don't feel that.
Is good.
But the people don't.
That's because everybody likes this stupid mainstream shit. Like,
yeah, they want the drill shit. They want the pop a dude in the face or whatever. Like that's how they. It's what the media pushes, and then what the media pushes, what the people push. And that's why I say
push stupidity and ignorance, bro. People push stupidity and ignorance. And I think that's why I've made that.
We're all sheep at the end of the day, man. I could say I want to be a wolf or a sheepdog or whatever, like whatever, like like that.
Beast.
That's
because people say that they want to be a beast. Yeah, like you're still following somebody else and trying to be a beast, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Even the most individual person out there is still getting their inspiration, there's something from somebody. Somebody made you the way that you are. You didn't learn all that shit all by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might be individual now.
That self-made bullshit, like people like, oh, I'm self-made. I came from the gutter. I came from the street. Man, I'm self-made.
Even
there's levels of this
Chance
shit.
was an independent rapper. He still had people to back him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, you can't just be the only person helping yourself. You gotta
It doesn't work that way.
support people, and you gotta support the people that support you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna burn a lot of bridges at the end of the day if you're not supporting the people that support you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean? Like you know, and like you said or whatever, like, you know, like I think I'm finally growing into my own skin of like, all right, this is who I am.
Yeah.
I'm 26 now, and you know, it took me this long to realize like, okay, I'm this person. I always try to, you know, like I used to try to push that, you know, that wild boy shit, like back, you know.
Oh, bro, me
which,
too. What? Well,
yeah,
I don't give a fuck about nothing. I can do whatever
yeah,
the fuck I want to do. Can't
yeah,
nobody tell me shit.
and that was just a narrative I was trying to push on people of like, oh, that's me, you know what I mean? I'm the crazy guy, I'm the wild guy, I'm the mad aggressive guy, down to fight anybody, down to drink as much as fucking anything. But like I said, I'm grown into my own skin of like, all right, no, like maybe that doesn't have to be me. I'm doing that for other people. I'm not doing that for myself.
Yeah.
Is it fun as fuck to do whatever the fuck you want to do and like all that? Like, yeah, it is fun. But at the end of the day, what is that benefiting me? I'm benefiting other people, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
was living for other people. I'm not living for myself. Even
I
though
mean, that
I
was the
used to
same thing.
say that I used to say that I was a selfish person. I used to say that everything that I do is for me. Everything I do is for me, but it wasn't. Everything
Yeah,
I was doing was to please other people.
so yeah, everybody, oh man, that dude was wild, man. Like,
Yeah.
I love that. I used to love. Well, I thought I loved that wild boy shit, but then it would be like the late nights and I would think about it, like, bro, this is not who I am. Like me, I honestly, as a person, I'm more of like an intellectual type dude. Like I'm more of like I like to read and I like nerdy shit. And I just came up with this narrative of being the wild guy and doing all this other crazy shit, and then
Okay,
like,
1 second.
yeah, go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so like, I mean, with myself, like, I came up with like all these different narratives of what I wanted to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I went through like it took me like 28 years for me to realize like right now like who I really am and what I am. Like, I seek the validation from other people, and like I came up with because I became like a piece of shit, bro. Like, to keep it like a stack. Like, I was doing some shit that I was just like, bro. Like, especially like last year and the year before, like 2018, 2019, I was a completely different fucking person, a complete asshole. And then just trying to be something I wasn't, trying to impress people. And then now I'm just realizing like, bro, that shit is for nothing. Like, trying to impress people, trying to be like this wild boy shit and all this stupid shit. This is not who I am. Like, I'm a reader. I used to always say that I'll beat anybody's ass, which is true. Like, I'll fight anybody. I don't give a fuck. But because my job is a fighter, and I thought that was my safety net, like to let people know, like right off the bat, you better like me or you don't. Because if you don't, I'm fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't need to keep beating my chest and telling everybody I'm the baddest nigga in them anymore. Like, I don't need to be talking about I can get bitches. I don't give a fuck about all that. Like, that shit is stupid. You know. And now the media's been pushing this whole narrative of like idiocracy, you know what I'm saying? And everybody trying to be like wild and just stupid. They're producing stupid people now, and they're not producing anybody of intelligence and shit. And I think that's the one thing that I want to change with this whole fight shit. Like, I don't want to be the guy who's like, I don't want to be like the Floyd Mayweather archetype, where I'm just about the money doing this other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to do my thing, push a positive narrative, and just continue doing my journey that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like what I became. I don't like the shit that I was doing. So, and who I was trying to convince other people that I was, and trying to convince myself into thinking that I was something that I'm not. Like, and I think that's where we have that whole thing where like you have like the dual realities and shit like that, is because you go one way with trying to be something like when you do stuff that you don't want to do, but that's what helps create that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll be like, all right, I really don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's why like, right now, that's why
And at
I'm
the end
really
of the
like
day,
supporting
like,
myself now.
I mean, you do like, and like, you will like live. Fuck, I had a fucking brain fart. I had something so like so big that I wanted to say. Um, I think yeah, like you said, like you're just living for other people, man. At the end of the day, and like at the end of the day, those people don't give a fuck about you. Like
Yeah,
nobody really cares that you the wild person or that you would be down to fight anybody or whatever. Like it's nice to have those people around, you know what I mean? Like, cause in case some
yeah.
shit
It's
goes down,
okay to have yes, man.
like that person's always ready. But at the end of the day, you're
Yeah,
still doing that for somebody else. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And what the fuck, it's that whole Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? I'm not like
yeah.
it took me it took me like 26 years, and I think from the age of probably like 11 or 12 to maybe like January of this year, where like I finally realized that, like this is the person that, well, probably not even January, probably like, probably more. It actually probably happened
And,
sometime
but
in
I know for a fact it helped me
2020.
more within this quarantine too.
Bro,
Within this quarantine too,
this quarantine is one of the greatest things that I think could have happened for me and you as well.
yeah, most definitely.
Because it was, you see other people and shit out there like, and they're still partying or they're still trying to live that life that they were living before the quarantine, and they're starting to realize, oh shit, this is a sad ass life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is a sad ass
stupid.
life when everybody goes away and it's just you. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. At the end of
Who
the
are
day, who the
yeah,
fuck are you?
and I think
That's
that's
the
a
question I
question.
think we need to ask ourselves. Like, 'cause
Yeah,
that's what helped me with psychedelics and shit. When I was doing that shit, like, especially with shrooms. Like, when I found more of myself with shrooms than I have with acid. But acid helped me ask the question, but shrooms helped me like to explore it more. And then
and
that's when I realized like more about myself, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Because before I came to Michigan, I had a shroom trip, and that's when I just started really realizing more about myself even more. I'm like, all right, bro, like you need
I,
to
I think I
fix
think I,
yourself.
I think doing those psychedelics and stuff will help you. Well, it'll help you at first unlock that side of your brain to, start asking yourself of that question. But I
Yep.
think being by yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm saying it because this is my experience. But since I've been by myself, it's the best
Yeah.
drug in the world. Being by yourself and just being able to be alone with your own thoughts and learn something within your own brain. It's there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. And in this quarantine, there's not going to be another time where you can just literally just sit by yourself and learn who the
Mm-hmm.
fuck you are. Like
No distractions, no nothing,
learn
and
who
figure
you
out
are.
yourself.
Learn like
Yeah.
and it's and I think that's what like because like I used to love watching TV, and now I'll start watching TV and then I'll just get trapped in my own thoughts, and I'll be like, oh fuck, what just happened? And I'm watching Tokyo Ghoul right now, and I'm in season
Mm.
4, and it's a very hard season or arc to follow. It's like
Yeah.
it's one of the hardest arcs that I've had to follow because it jumps around so much episode to episode.
Mm.
But besides that point, at the end of the day, you just gotta ask yourself, who are you? Who am I? And what am like maybe you don't have a purpose, and that's okay. Like you don't have to have a purpose in this world just to live. You don't have a purpose to live. People always say that that's
Your
the
purpose should
wrong
be
question.
knitting.
Yo, at the end of the day, bro, just live. Just live and your purpose will come. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be you're gonna be who you're gonna be at the end of the day.
Most definitely.
Most definitely. But yeah,
I think
what'd you say?
what I
No,
said. I
what?
think this would probably be a good place to cut it because this was like because that was pretty deep. I think this would be a good place, a good stopping point, and then we can pick up on this
Yeah, we can pick up on this tomorrow. I
tomorrow.
mean, yeah, like I was kind of extending our timer here at the end a little bit because we were having some
Technical
fire chatter.
difficulties.
No, we were having some fire chatter, bro, and I wanted to keep going. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, we'll pick it back up on this tomorrow. Listeners, thanks for listening. No
Learn
Headline
something.
Podcast. learn something new tomorrow. And yeah, just keep continuing to listen to us. We're gonna start clipping these videos, and we're on YouTube and Spotify, guys. So thanks for listening, everybody.
Boom, no headline. Thanks for
Go
listening
ahead.
to us, bitches.